April 13th through the 17th. So this week we're actually going to start with our classwork and social studies work. So this week, what I really want to get you into is, where does our food originate? Where does it come from? So interestingly, when we think way back, right, our food, there's certain species of food or things that have created our culture, and also why foods are grown in certain places around the world. When we think about Wyoming in particular, right? Think about the most quintessential Wyoming dishes. We ranch, we don't grow a whole lot of crops here, right? And so a lot of our kind of Wyoming culture is even very much based on cattle and ranching. So something to think about is, how does our food come around? So if here in Wyoming we're not growing a ton of our corns and vegetables and fruits, where does our food come from then? And how do we get it here in Casper, Wyoming? One thing I want you to think about this week in particular is, where does it originate? In the sense of, we're going to talk about supply chains, we're going to talk about, and more importantly, we're going to talk about how does it get from somewhere to us, okay? We're going to really continue to break down this idea in the coming weeks, but for this week, it's going to be really easy. It's kind of an introduction to how we're going to be learning online. So first thing I want to point out to you is my Google Classroom. Again, the stream is over here, and the classwork is the main page in which you're going to be focusing on. Let me reiterate, I've had a lot of questions about this. Missing work is not missing unless it's in the gradebook, okay? Do not think about this as like you were missing it, okay? It's posted for all students. If you were missing it in the gradebook, then it will show up here, okay? The other things I want to point out to you is, we have, if you want to check out the weekly agenda I just showed you, it's in this tab. The larger part of everything this week is going to be in week 2. Okay, so this video that you're watching right now, you accessed right here, week 2 video introduction. Every single time you log in my classroom for the week, there's going to be an attendance question, and then there's an assignment. Okay, really, really simple, really easy stuff to do. Okay, so make sure you answer the attendance question. One thing I want to point out to you is, you need to make sure you actually turn it in, answer the question, answer it seriously. It is 5 points. Okay, don't comment down below, because it actually won't give you the right, it won't register correctly. Okay, so I actually want to see you turn it in. The other thing is the assignment. Okay, we're going to be reading in Actively Learn today. If you're struggling to find where it's at, okay, Actively Learn we've done before. This is not an entirely new website for you guys. Here is the code. It's a new code for this online learning format. Okay, it will ask you to log in using this code. Okay, QTMD8. Just copy and paste it into your Actively Learn. Here's the code one more time. Okay. The article we're going to be reading today is really talking about where our food comes from and how did it originate. And one thing I want to really point out to you guys is the fact that it's really simple. I kept it simple with a few questions, but I really want you to think about, like, where does food come from? Where is it grown? And I really like this info, this graphic here, because it really does show you where our food is coming from, and where it is grown, and how does it get to us, right? We're going to be making more of those connections. How is food cultural? How is food so much of a part of our lives, right? So this is just, again, a fairly simple week. I just want you guys to get comfortable in online learning. Remember, everything that we do in this class is due by Friday. So you can plan to do this anytime you want during this week, but it has to be done just by Friday, okay? If you have questions, don't be afraid to use the links up above to send me my email. If you have questions, I'm also hosting Bridges every morning from 9 to 10, or you can come see me in my office hours. This is a Zoom meeting, and I'll allow you to come. If you don't want during those office hours to actually pop in and see me, that's okay. Just send me an email, and I'll respond to you during that time. So hope that helps, guys. If you have questions, email me. Again, the end of the quarter is going to be this Friday, the 17th. So a lot of students have been asking me how they can improve their grades. It's the European Vacation Project and the African Unit Essay. There's really nothing else to do. I'm not allowing students to redo quizzes at this point, because it's not going to have a giant impact on your grade. So hope that's good. Take it easy, and let me know if you have any questions.